Did you know that a tomato is a fruit? We eat them in salads and sandwiches like vegetables. But guess what? They have seeds inside. That makes them fruits. And they are so good for you. Tomatoes are like little vitamins packed with sunshine. They're full of good stuff that makes your body strong. Plus, they taste amazing. Sweet, juicy, and perfect for summer. Ready to grow your own? Let's get started. Tomatoes are like sunbathers. They thrive in the warmth and brightness of the sun. For the happiest tomatoes, find a sunny spot in your garden. The more sunlight they get, the better they grow. A place where they can bask in the sun for at least 6 hours every day. This ensures they get the energy they need to produce those juicy, flavorful fruits. The sunlight helps them develop their rich color and sweet taste. Lots of sun means lots of delicious tomatoes for you. The more sun they get, the more they can produce. Don't worry if you don't have a huge garden. Even a small space can yield a bountiful harvest. You can grow tomatoes in pots on a sunny balcony or patio too. Like I mentioned before, they need plenty of sunlight, so if you have that, then they'll thrive just as well as those in a garden. Tomatoes also love the company of pollinators. Bees and other insects help them produce more fruit. Healthy leaves and stems are a sign of happy tomatoes. Keep an eye on them and make sure they get the care they need. There's nothing quite like the taste of homegrown tomatoes. With plenty of sunshine and a little care, you'll have a bountiful harvest to enjoy all season long. Growing tomatoes can be incredibly rewarding, but it all starts with giving them the right foundation. Just like building a house, the quality of the base determines the strength and health of the structure. In this case, the soil is the foundation for your tomato plants. Tomatoes aren't picky, but they like good dirt. They thrive in soil that's rich in nutrients and has the right texture. The soil should feel crumbly and moist, not too compacted or too sandy. This balance ensures that the roots can spread easily and access the nutrients they need. Think of it like their bed. It needs to be comfy. Just as you wouldn't want to sleep on a hard, lumpy mattress, your tomatoes need a soft, well-prepared bed to grow in. Preparing the soil properly can make a huge difference in the health and productivity of your plants. Choose soil that's loose and drains well. Good drainage is crucial because tomatoes don't like to sit in water. Waterlogged soil can lead to root rot and other diseases. To test your soil's drainage, dig a small hole and fill it with water. If the water drains away within a few minutes, your soil has good drainage. No soggy bottoms for these babies. Mix in some compost. Compost is like a superfood for your soil. It improves the soil structure, adds essential nutrients, and helps retain moisture without becoming waterlogged. It's like adding vitamins to the soil. Just as we take vitamins to stay healthy, adding compost to your soil gives your tomatoes the extra boost they need to grow strong and produce lots of fruit. Aim to mix in a few inches of compost into the top layer of soil. Healthy soil leads to healthy plants, which are more resistant to pests and diseases. You'll notice your tomatoes growing more vigorously and producing more fruit when they're planted in nutrient-rich soil. Now dig a hole twice as wide as the pot your tomato plant came in. This gives the roots plenty of room to spread out and establish themselves. A wider hole also makes it easier to mix in compost and other soil amendments. Gently take the plant out of its pot and place it in the hole. Be careful not to damage the roots. If the roots are tightly bound, gently tease them apart to encourage them to grow outward into the surrounding soil. Make sure the top of the root ball is level with the ground. This ensures that the plant is at the right depth and can access water and nutrients effectively. Once the plant is in place, fill in the hole with soil, pressing down gently to remove any air pockets. Water the plant thoroughly to help it settle in and start growing. Tomatoes like their drinks, but they don't want to be swimming. Water them deeply, but let the soil dry out a bit between waterings. Stick your finger in the soil. If it feels dry an inch down, it's time for a drink. When you water, aim for the base of the plant. We don't want to wet the leaves too much, that can make them sick. Think of it like giving your tomatoes a nice, refreshing foot bath. Tomatoes are like little climbers. They need a little help to stay upright. You can use stakes, cages, or trellises to keep them from flopping over. As your plants grow, gently tie them to their supports using soft twine or strips of cloth. This will keep them safe and sound even on windy days. Uh-oh! Sometimes pesky bugs try to munch on our tomato plants, but don't worry, we can stop them. One way is to invite beneficial insects to your garden. These are the good guys, like ladybugs, that eat the bad bugs. You can plant flowers that attract them, like marigolds and zinnias. You can also use insecticidal soap or neem oil to keep pests away. Just make sure to follow the instructions on the label. For more pest control ideas, check out our playlist on pests and diseases. Growing tomatoes can be incredibly rewarding, but it does come with its own set of challenges. Want even more tomatoes? Here are some extra tips. These little secrets can make a big difference in your harvest. From soil preparation to plant care, every step counts. Mulch around your plants. This helps keep the soil moist and prevents weeds from growing. Mulching is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to ensure your tomato plants thrive. It acts as a barrier, locking in moisture and keeping the roots cool. Think of it like giving your tomatoes a cozy blanket. This blanket not only keeps them warm but also protects them from the harsh elements. Plus, it reduces the need for frequent watering, saving you time and effort. Pinch off suckers. Suckers are little shoots that grow between the main stem and branches. These shoots can divert energy away from fruit production, so it's best to remove them. Pinching them off helps your plant put more energy into growing tomatoes. By doing this, you ensure that the plant's resources are focused on producing bigger and juicier fruits. Rotate your crops. Don't plant tomatoes in the same spot every year. This helps prevent diseases. Crop rotation is a crucial practice in maintaining soil health and reducing the risk of pests and diseases. By changing the planting location, you disrupt the life cycles of soil-borne pathogens and pests. Rotating crops also helps in replenishing soil nutrients, making your garden more productive in the long run. It's a simple step that can lead to healthier plants and better yields. Watering is another key aspect. Make sure to water your tomatoes deeply and consistently. Inconsistent watering can lead to problems like blossom end rot. Aim to keep the soil evenly moist, but not waterlogged. Consider using a drip irrigation system to deliver water directly to the roots. This method reduces water waste and ensures that your plants get the moisture they need without wetting the foliage, which can lead to fungal issues. Fertilizing your tomato plants is also essential. Use a balanced fertilizer to provide the necessary nutrients. Too much nitrogen can lead to lush foliage but fewer fruits, so be mindful of the type and amount of fertilizer you use. Keep an eye out for pests and diseases. Regularly inspect your plants and take action at the first sign of trouble. Early intervention can save your plants and ensure a bountiful harvest. Look at you, a tomato-growing superstar. You've nurtured your plants from tiny seedlings to bountiful beauties. Give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it. There's nothing quite like the taste of a homegrown tomato. It's the sweetest, juiciest reward for all your hard work. Now, what to do with all those gorgeous tomatoes? The possibilities are endless. Slice them up for sandwiches and salads. Add a sprinkle of salt and pepper perfection. Make a big pot of homemade tomato sauce. The aroma alone will make your kitchen smell amazing. Roast them in the oven with garlic and herbs. A simple and delicious side dish. Get creative in the kitchen and savor every bite of your tomato bounty. Have more tomatoes than you can eat? Share the love. Give some to your neighbors, friends, and family. Everyone loves a juicy, homegrown tomato. You can even donate some to a local food bank. Sharing your harvest is a wonderful way to spread joy and make a difference in your community. Happy gardening!